Hello, Mr. Alatorre. My name is Jason C. Ford with Southern Crescent Technical College, and this is my informative speech. Hello, everyone. I have a question for all of you, and I'd like you to raise your hand if you've ever heard of something called WordPress. Just raise your hand. Oh, okay, there's actually a couple people in here. For those of you that haven't heard of WordPress, maybe I should back up just a little bit. How many of you have heard of something called the Internet? Raise your hand. Oh, okay, good. Okay, because if you haven't heard of the Internet, honestly, this speech was going to take a lot more than 5 minutes to do. Let me tell you what WordPress is. WordPress is an amazing tool that we can use on the Internet to build websites. Now, WordPress is three things. It's an operating system. WordPress is an amazing tool that you can use to keep from having to do a lot of techie coding and weird stuff. And also, it helps you so much when it comes to being found in the search engines. Let me back up and tell you what I mean. WordPress is an operating system. Now, some of you out here have probably heard of a product by a company called Microsoft called Windows. Have you guys heard of that? Okay. Windows is an operating system. It's basically the go-between between the hardware and the user. Well, WordPress is the exact same thing. WordPress basically is the go-between between a website and a webmaster. Now, I say webmaster and you think of somebody that you slide pizza under the door to that sits there coding all night. And really that's not what it is. Anybody can be a webmaster with WordPress. Because see, WordPress allows you to put in all types of functionalities without being a programmer. Let me tell you what I mean. WordPress has these things called plugins. You could think of them a lot like a program within Windows. It adds functionality to the website. An example would be this. Let's say you have a website and you'd like to put a contact form on that website. Well, you can do it two ways. You can hire a programmer to do it and pay him a lot of money, or you can take WordPress, download a little plugin, hit activate, and in about 2 minutes you've got a contact form, and it didn't cost you a dime. Well, that's the great thing about plugins. CNET.com says that there are over 14,000 plugins available for WordPress. So if you can dream it up, you can basically do it. The other thing that's kind of cool about WordPress is the themes. Now, themes are a lot like the case on a cell phone. If you've ever had a case on a cell phone, you know what I mean. You see, there can be photos and contacts and videos inside a cell phone, and you can go out and you can buy a case for it. Let's say you buy a case that's hot pink. Now, that'll make that cell phone look a lot different, won't it? Sure will. But is it going to change any of the content inside it? No. All the content remains the same. Well, a theme is the exact same way. You can put a theme up and it changes the entire look and feel of a website without changing any of the content. So you see, WordPress is not only an operating system, but it's also highly customizable. Finally, WordPress is great for what we call search engine optimization. Now what that means is the ability for your sites to be found by search engines. Well, that's what everybody wants. And you see, Alexa.com says that of the 1 million top websites in the world, 14% of them are all built on WordPress. So it's very, very good at search engine optimization. You see, it's built on something called a PHP script. And I'm not going to bore you with all the details of what that means, but basically it puts a high value on the keywords that you put in to your WordPress site. It's also built with a blogging platform so that you're able to constantly add new content. These things give it the ability to be found by the search engine better than any other website in existence today. So we've learned about three things today. We've talked about how WordPress is an operating system. We've talked about how WordPress is highly customizable without having to be a tech geek. And third, we've talked about search engine optimization. Now, I've got a little thing that I printed out here today. Just the other day, I went out and I posted something on my WordPress blog for a client called Edible Arrangements in Peachtree City. This morning, I went out to Google and I did a search for edible arrangements in Peachtree City. I'd just like you to take a look here. And as you can see on the very first page, after just 2 days, it's already been found by the search engines. WordPress is awesome. Thank you very much.